Siri's gonna tell us a joke.
A skunk once tried to spray me, but if it's all the same to you, let's not bring up that tale.
TALE.
Oh, get it. I get it. I got you. Not bad, dude. Not bad.
Not bad, but a little too intellectual for me. You know, I'm a simple guy.
Yeah.
I'm a simple guy. I wake up
Love
every day.
simple jokes. Like, it's not bad, dude.
So yesterday I kind of wrapped up a live stream. Just yesterday, man.
Oh,
During
yeah, literally yesterday.
Yeah,
So you were hyping me up about this shit last week. You were
Oh,
saying
yeah.
you were saying like, Brian, make sure you tune in, check it out. I didn't tune in. I
That's
should have
fucked
though.
up. You could have seen the comments
Dude,
live.
I wish
It's
I tuned in.
so sick.
It was entertaining. So you went on a
Yeah, it was on Shopee platform itself. The
Yes.
app. Okay, just a bit of context, right?
Yep.
If you were to do the live stream and have Shopee to do it, you had to pay a lot of money. Like a lot of money. Because you have to pay for the influencer. If you have your own host, you gotta pay your own host.
How much would it be? Like, let's say if they pay an influencer, if you know
Can I say this? Can I
a rough amount. Doesn't have to. You don't have to give a name, dude.
5 to 15,000.
Just depending on how big that influencer's following is.
Yeah,
some shit like
exactly.
that.
They base it
Okay.
on your likes and followers.
And I guess it's probably they're not going that far off their actual market value.
yeah, not really.
Yeah, it probably is
like
what
that.
it is, right?
So what I did was literally I just went and did the live by myself,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit doesn't even cost money, and I just used like the office setup.
Yes.
And then so I set it up with another friend was helping me take a look at the camera. I ran the whole thing in Bahasa Malaysia.
Don't lie, dude.
Yeah, no, the whole. I mean, and some
Yeah.
shit I don't know how to say in BM.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude.
It's
Like
okay.
the highest people that were watching at the same time was like 1.2 thousand
1.2 thousand what peak
peak
viewers.
concurrent viewers at the same time.
Dude, guys. So okay,
On.
guys. Let me put it this way, dude. Ben, what are you selling?
I was selling Ribena and I was making recipes to do with Ribena.
This dude right here is selling Ribena.
yeah.
He puts fucking Ribena on the table and starts talking shit about Ribena. And he draws
Good shit.
1,200 eyeballs actually tuning in. They want to watch this guy sell Ribena.
In Malay. In fucking Malay, baby. Let's get it.
Let's get it, bro.
So like yeah, I think what I did was just like talk to the crowd, you know,
Mm.
their comments, I acknowledge the comments, just talk about shit.
People-
Get them to vote, get them to smash the like button, like what you should be doing right now. We're having fun. We're all having fun together. Just like we
You definitely having fun, dude.
yeah, dude, like just like when we do this podcast, right? Brian and I
Yeah.
are having so much fun. Like, yeah, so
Have fun in an interesting way for the viewers, dude.
and of course we keep it, you know, PG-13. Because I swear sometimes. but yeah, so it was a big success, and I think nowadays people just want you to engage with them, you know, like
People always want to be engaged with, whatever the fuck they're watching, but also the fact that it's so accessible to them nowadays.
I didn't even put any ads out there. It was just pure organic drive, baby. Yeah, baby was for me.
Baby.
Myself, not him. Yeah, it's just pure organic drive, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So I think we had enough viewers coming in at such a good rate that they actually ranked my live stream really high.
yeah, how the algorithm
Actually,
goes.
I have more viewers than an influencer at one point. So maybe I'm an influencer right now.
Preach it, son.
I don't know. It is up to you to decide. We're just doing that live stream and they put us out in the front page. And I think from that front page, we gather so many more people.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So what happens is the way to access your live stream is on your brand's page
Yeah,
itself.
My brand's page or
Uh-huh.
like a page with a long list that says, okay,
But
these
you're
are
back,
the streams
yeah,
that
at the
have-
bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But on the homepage itself, there's gonna be the top like current live streams.
Correct.
The ones that are pulling the biggest numbers, they're at the top page.
Yes. Yo,
I'm
think
losing
about
out,
it.
man.
People paid money for that shit, and my brand didn't have to pay shit. All they had to do was sponsor me Ribena products.
They didn't have to pay you shit because you work for the company and you're taking initiative, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so they paid an influencer to do it.
Yeah.
But guess what?
influencer
you-
be talking about COVID.
Are you an influencer?
No.
You're someone.
I
You're
don't think
someone.
so.
You're someone.
I don't think so.
You're someone working at the company, and you just thought that, you know what? If someone else can do it, I can do it too. So
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
give it a shot, and I think it's gonna go well.
For sure. I actually, when I said my original target was
Yup.
like, I want 1,000 people at a peak viewership.
Dude, what
People did laugh at me. People did laugh.
Okay, because I mean, you said no one else did it before, right?
Yeah.
Like, what did your colleagues or your bosses? What did they say about that?
They were hyped. I think it's something
hyped.
new.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, shit, he's gonna do it. He's really gonna fucking do it. Let's watch him do
Did
it.
they think you could do it?
Maybe they didn't think about the results that I get, but let me tell you this: we don't lose; we play to win.
Oh, it's fucking here, boy! Man, you're fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, like that's what we do, you know. Like if people want to do it, at least they can see. Well, people like me do it, then they'll be like, "Oh shit, you know, this can actually work."
Yo, I
But
mean,
being the first person, of course, it's a bit scary, lah. I was nervous.
yeah, you can be, Ben, you can be honest about that shit, man. Like, people think that you could do it because you didn't feel scared or anything. That's not the truth, man.
That's not the truth.
The truth is,
My hands were shaking actually.
the doubt was in your head,
Mm.
but you knew for a fact if you didn't try it out,
Yes.
you're never gonna get good at it,
Yes.
and you're never
correct.
gonna know what happens.
Correct. Exactly. And for me, it's like my team is pretty young. So
Are you bragging? No, I'm joking.
No,
with
no.
you.
I was just
No,
like
it's- people should hear
just
this
saying
shit,
what
man.
my
Yeah.
what I have in mind. But
Yeah.
my team is pretty young. So
Mhm.
personally, I just hope that, you know, if I do stuff like this, then people will be inspired to
Your
try more
teammates
new
especially
things.
as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
like that's the least I could do for them, right? I don't mind looking like a fool, but at the end of the day, if me looking like a fool allows
Yup.
them to feel like, oh shit, you know, like we can do it. You
Yeah.
know, we can try new stuff. You know, and not be because
Everyone's afraid to look like a fool.
Yeah, yeah.
I think some people not so much.
Yeah. Like, I think both of us.
Yeah.
That's
That's true,
us.
dude. That's true. Okay, so
Yeah.
you
that's-
drawed in
that's true.
you 1200
No, I drawed in 4.4K viewers
that
in
was
total.
in total. So
In total.
how long was the stream, by the way?
40 minutes. So the way I structured it is I'm pushing the interaction forward, but we still have space to be sidetracked. So it's not like me just rambling the whole 40 minutes. People will still be thinking, what's in it for me, right? So
Yeah.
the main draw was obviously me making recipes.
Mm-hmm.
So I still got to make recipes while talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the recipe part, that's definitely not the hardest part. Hardest part is just talking to yourself on air.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, hats off to the comments. They
I
actually,
love them.
dude. They every time you receive a comment, it gives you feel, to actually, okay, you know what, this shit is actually going well. People are actually watching.
There's live feedback.
Live feedback.
Live feedback and live engagement.
Yeah.
But the thing, at one point, the comment was going so fast that I could only read like just a couple before it like.
So bragging. That's
I mean, like, it's my first time, but technically I don't know what's the highest I could go. But I'm still happy I
so
achieved the
when
result.
he told me his targets and shit, I didn't judge, I didn't doubt, because first of all, I don't know anything about the
Exactly.
numbers. I just thought that it's gonna be entertaining, and I know people are gonna want to watch him talk shit, dude.
Yeah, I think when I told them my target,
Hmm.
one guy didn't judge. He was very like, okay, that's cool. Other people kind of laughed. Oh, yo, so
Yeah.
when I was in South America, right? So
Yes, talk about the shit.
I was speaking Spanish for 4 months like that because it took me a while to get there.
So, okay, your whole trip was what, 3 months?
6 months.
Day one, you're already immersed in the culture, and you're
You know what's the first thing I found out?
What?
If I don't dare to speak in Spanish because I feel stupid, right? Like speaking a completely new language like an idiot.
you feel stupider not speaking.
No, I couldn't. I had to starve if I don't ask people where to find food. I'll have to pee on the side of wherever if I don't ask people things. You know.
What about Google?
I could Google, but like to just show them, like it was a very big thing for me because
Yeah.
like I was so scared.
I cannot relate at all, and you won't be able to relate unless you're actually there with no friends, no family, and
Just one
Just yourself.
fucking backpack.
so you got out from the airport. You went straight to where? Which city?
I literally took a bus,
Yeah.
not a taxi.
How do you communicate?
I just had to ask the airport receptionist.
They
what is
could
what.
speak English, right? The airport receptionist.
Yeah,
Okay.
luckily. And then they tell me to go to this bus terminal, take that bus. I'm like, okay, let me try.
Yeah.
And then as usual, right, when you land in a new country,
Which country was that? Sorry,
Chile.
Chile.
Yeah.
What's the name of the town?
It's right at the capital called Santiago.
Santiago is the capital of Chile.
Mm.
Nice to know.
Santiago de Chile. But anyways, yeah, it was so crazy because I had no data, right? And I had nothing at all. So I was like, okay, I must remember this stop to stop here. And I remember me freaking out because I didn't see the stop no matter how long I ran. I just came down. So it turns out that stop is like 4 more stops away. So I had to walk one big ass backpack, I had to walk like 4 stops by myself. And that shit was my first experience, man, at 5 or 8 a.m. Just walking the streets for 2.5 hours straight. Haven't ate. I haven't
What? Wait.
new country,
Why didn't
no
you?
money.
You didn't take a bus or what?
Because I don't know how to do anything.
to people.
I don't even have data, bro.
But how do you know where to go? Someone pointed.
I downloaded the maps offline, so I had to find it by myself. So
The
yeah,
first week must have been hell. But it's all in a positive way. Like when you're uncomfortable, that's when you see the most growth in yourself.
yeah, no. I still remember Chile was a wild experience because 1 week after I got there,
Mhm.
the city had a total lockdown. It was a state of national emergency. They were having riots. People were smashing windows of McDonald's. And imagine this, right?
Mhm.
You're not allowed out after 10 p.m. People were burning cars and shit on the road, right? And
You could see that shit.
yeah, I have pictures also. Like, imagine this, right? McDonald's needed someone to stand outside of it while their shutters was down and one door open. There was a bouncer for McDonald's. Imagine that, right? Starbucks, their windows got smashed, things got stolen,
Was this
people were in blood and stuff.
like,
yeah, it's
did,
not funny.
what was the magnitude of this? Like, did it go on global news?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, really?
It did.
Okay.
5.5 million protested outside of it.
Okay, that's big shit. And
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, no. Because their government squeezed the citizens for the last time. They were so corrupt. They were raising everything. They were raising the prices of like water,
Yep.
raising the prices of transport when the people are already paying so much for everything. Yeah, so
Times
it's
are
the
hard, man.
last straw, man. I was supposed to take a night bus at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
to exit the country
Where to?
to Argentina.
How long did that take you?
Around 7 hours bus ride. Maybe 7 to 8
bus
hours,
ride. Nice.
yeah.
Knock
So-
off for 7 hours.
Yeah, dude. My longest one was 26 hours bus
Okay.
ride in
So-
the bus, yeah. So 8 p.m. I was supposed to take the bus, right? So I went downtown in a taxi and the driver was showing me everything about the city, right? Buildings that they had 200 years ago given by the Spanish people that used to conquer them.
Mm.
Destroyed. Graffiti everywhere, in fire. There was flames on the road, right? Where he stopped me, I straight away see a van of people picking up more people going to somewhere. They're probably going to have a riot lah. And when I got to the bus terminal, they fucking said that the bus has been cancelled. So that's me, one person alone, in the middle of Riot Central. And it was dark, it was scary, it was everything, bro. Like, I was so scared. And I had no money on me as well. So,
Where was you had to go to a bank or ATM?
yeah, but everything's closed because it's rioting. Yeah. I was thinking I wanted to stand outside of a hotel for the whole night, probably 8 hours.
Because it's safe outside the hotel?
It's safe and they won't allow me inside because I'm not paying. They were asking for a lot of money, like 70 USD a night.
Can you
And-
sleep in the lobby?
No, they don't let me. They say if you're not if you're not a customer of this hotel, you can't be here. You have to be outside. So I was like, okay, maybe I have to stay.
Hey man, this guy's Asian, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't see Asians around in your country. He ain't got no money. He just needs some help.
Yeah, no, but that's the
Give the man
reality
some
of
help.
things, right? Like if you don't have money, you just
Yeah.
fuck off.
That's the truth.
And I'm
bro.
just a dirty ass backpacker.
Yep. And okay, so let's talk about how you picked up the language, man. So
Oh yeah.
first week, what was the progress, man? Was there even progress in the first week? Definitely, right?
Just it was more of a copy paste Google stuff because I was
Yeah.
texting girls as well. Shout out to you, Fiona. I still miss you, but you probably don't understand what I'm saying right now.
Oh, she don't speak.
No. Yo habla español. ¿Cómo estás, Fiona?
Like first month, basically. How was the language progression first month?
The first time I actually picked Spanish up and talked seriously was when I was after partying with a bunch of drug dealers, met at a techno festival, and people had like fucking tattoos over here and they were huge. They were this tall. They were taller than Brian and Jack. I also got pictures of them. And they were Jack, bro.
Was it steroids? Who knows?
I don't know, dude, but he
That
was.
shit probably cheap.
So guess what? Guess what? The guy who's dealing cocaine. What's his name? Right? His name is fucking Pablo. Fucking classic.
yeah.
I'm Pablo and I deal cocaine.
Super surprising.
Yeah.
So,
But then, so we had a chat after that about my just had a chat as friends, you know. And that's when I really start to like speak Spanish, and I'm like, okay, shit, I actually want to pick it up.
like honestly, did you feel secure with those people? Because you know that it's not your town. They might be dangerous people.
Yeah.
You did definitely felt
Yeah,
that way,
bro.
right?
We met at a techno party. The techno parties are where the
The dodgy shit happens.
dodgy shit happens, man. Like, imagine this: I'm going to an after party at 5 a.m. with people I don't know
Yeah.
that has tattoos everywhere. So from the techno club, we went to this like Latin club, and they don't let us in because it's 3 a.m. already and like everything's shut. Then like we caused a ruckus. We like wind down the window, shouted, like, "Hey, like, why you don't let me?" Then Pablo was like, "Dude, do you not know who am I?" Then the girl's like, "No, it's closed, it's closed." And I fuck it, okay, fine. So we went to McDonald's and there was this lady at the drive-thru and I talked to her and all that shit. And then like she can speak English. And we're still on Instagram together. Sometimes we chat.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Cut that story short.
That was during your first month.
That's my second week right there.
Jesus.
From the riot.
Yeah.
The
second
next
week.
city I went to is this place right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the countries that you went to in South
Yeah.
America, how many in total?
Chile, Argentina, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, and Mexico. 6.
6. All of them, their first language is Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is good training, man.
That is good training. I was immersed in the environment.
Yep.
People
Indulged, immersed,
in Dutch.
backs against the wall,
Emercio.
can't breathe, but want to breathe.
Todo dia
Gotta
habla
breathe,
español.
learn to breathe.
Sí.
Yeah, so when did you feel confident talking to any random stranger with your Spanish?
I actually picked it up after, like, seriously picked it up around November when I met this girl from Peru, and she's so
3 months in? 3
yeah.
months. Alright.
she's so beautiful, and she's like,
Ben loves the South American girls.
they're beautiful. They're just beautiful people,
Alright.
and
I don't know.
God blessed by God, and they love Asians. And yeah, but
people need to know that. They don't know that.
yeah, we're exotic over there. Come on,
It's
everybody,
exotic.
book your fucking tickets right now. Like, book and fly to fucking Colombia. The
So-
prettiest girls are all there, bro.
So is it like if Asians are exotic over there at Colombia or South America, it's like
Kualo.
a South American is exotic over here?
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
I think here we not really, but I think here the people like white girls more. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
but just imagine, right? Like, so we couldn't have a proper conversation per se. Like, the topics we could talk about was very limited to my vocabulary.
Like what? Like what? Love
Talk
you.
about music,
Love you.
talk about family, talk about
Okay.
work, talk about what we want to do with our lives and stuff like that.
That's not that limited. Talking to someone who speaks a different language.
Yeah, but she spoke more English then.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
So
That's so sick.
I was like, fuck, I want to learn more Spanish because I want to connect with these girls and the people I meet. Right? So that's when I actually like
Pick it
picked
up a
up
notch.
seriously. Yeah. But it was quite easy to learn though. Like, because the sentence structure is the same as English.
You said the sentence structure is the same as English.
Yeah.
Got you. Like even for Bahasa Malaysia,
Yeah.
what's an example? Fried banana is goreng pisang or pisang
Yeah.
goreng. Yeah, fried banana is pisang goreng.
Yeah.
Direct translation would be banana fried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
a bit
Spanish
opposite.
Spanish is
It's the same.
exactly the same. So it makes it just a tad bit easier.
Yeah, you can structure your sentence really easy.
Alright.
So you learn grammar, things like, where is, like, what is the price, or the is are and
Okay.
stuff like that. Once you got that down, it's really easy to speak of
Alright.
multiple things.
Fast forward 5-6 months in.
Yeah, I can like converse well. And people like, I tell them like, oh, yeah, mi español is no bueno. It's like all that shit. Like, my español is like not that good. Then they're like, no, fuck, you have to consider, because they ask me how many languages I
Dude,
speak.
they probably think your English is really impressive too.
Yo, when I met backpackers, right,
Yeah.
like Quailos, right,
Oh, you speak good English.
you speak good English. I'm like,
Hey, you speak good English too.
you know what? There's this French girl that was like, hey, wow, you've been away for so long, because she was speaking French. And then she just asked me, like, do you miss speaking your language? Then I was like, my first language is English. And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so she assumed that, oh man,
It was
this guy-
Chinese, yeah.
Man, this guy's dying to speak Chinese.
This guy is dying to speak Chinese with
Okay.
like, we had a chat about love and life until like 5-6 a.m. Just both of us. And Angel, if you are ever out there and you see this podcast, I would love to see you again. We didn't even exchange contacts. Like, a lot of people I met in South America, we don't have contact. Like, I have pictures with them, but that's just pictures and memories that we shared
Yeah.
together. And
That's so
I
sweet.
think that's just kind of like life,
Yep.
And I think that's just amazing, man.
How you actually get wiser is speaking to as many people as
Yeah.
possible, getting to know as many different perspectives as possible, and also, of course, you absorb the knowledge from those people. And the only way you're going to get that is speaking to more and more people.
I agree.
I'm a dumbass though. So don't take anything too
No,
seriously.
I agree though. Like
Dumbass opinion.
I
but that's all
seen
good.
I seen like people who just live their life living hostels to hostels. Like if you work in a hostel, they give you free bed and free like breakfast or some shit, and you can cook
Yeah.
your own food, so you don't really spend much.
Yep.
And I seen people just living life like that. And if they want money, maybe they do some translation work. But that's about it. And
You're talking about backpackers?
yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, what about a retirement plan? What about savings and stuff? Then it's like,
Hey man, we'll get to that.
yeah, it's like,
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm just living my life. And I'm like, whoa, that's so different from what we are born and bred with that mindset,
Yeah,
with that
of
city
course.
mindset. It's like, go get a job, go get a wife, go
I'm
get
fucking
a
privileged.
car.
Just gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, go get a job, go get a wife, go like, fucking get
Oh,
a
dude,
house and stuff like that. So that's
Get a
just one.
job. Get a job. Get a wife. Settle down by the time you hit 30. Past 30, that's a big no danger zone. Like for girls especially, they feel that way. I understand why they feel that way. I don't think that's the end all be all. To be honest, like
Yeah.
as Ben has mentioned before, as cliche as it sounds, you define your own happiness.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
No, you mentioned it
Okay.
because it's all good, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you
no,
gotta find it. You gotta find what makes you happy.
yeah,
I
but-
miss speaking Malay. Alright, so literally I came back on my Grab back home. I was just so happy I can talk to the driver in Bahasa Malaysia.
Malaysia, not
Hari-hari
Melayu.
pun cakap Bahasa Malaysia. Tak. Because it's like my second language, Like first is
Oh, it's
English.
definitely second. Like for me,
It's a second?
yeah, it is second because I don't speak any other language, right? I only speak
Oh,
English and
fuck,
Malay. There's no
dude.
Chinese, dude. As a Malaysian that went to government school, our essays that we had to do in Malay was pretty much longer than the essays that we had to do in English, right? I can't remember exactly, but it's almost double the amount of words that we had to reach. The word limit was about double.
Of English
Yes,
essays. Yeah,
English
for sure.
essays.
Yo, it's so refreshing when you see someone having a purpose and a goal and they're moving forward to it. Think about it, right? We live in a time where information is so easily accessible. You can learn anything. You can just have a phone and a microphone, and we're doing this podcast.
People's lives, personal lives, are as public as it gets. Like it's never been this public ever.
Agree.
And like let's just talk about just social media itself, right? You see what people want you to see. People want you to see what they think is the best version of themselves.
Correct.
Sometimes it doesn't actually paint an accurate picture of how they actually are, but it only
Correct.
highlights the best things about themselves.
I know people who are just like depressed and anxiety inside, but of course their feed looks good because they have beautiful pictures. But what's the point if you're not happy, What's the point if you're working in a job that you fucking hate, but you have a high salary and you can live that lifestyle?
Hey man, it's easy to say that, but other people, they come from different positions. Probably they got a shitty roll of the dice. I mean, that shit's not easy, man. What you're dealing with every day, day in, day out, is you're comparing yourselves to the lives of other people that
The highlights.
the highlights
The
of other
highlights
people's
of other
lives.
people.
You see them as how they want you to perceive them as. So that's hard, man. It's not easy.
It's not easy, man. You gotta have mental fortitude.
You never know, dude,
you never know.
until you're in the shoes.
Correct.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm gonna give advice on shit. But no, I just think it's support, man. So if I can't give advice, probably I can give support.
Yeah, spread love, spread positivity,
You fucking hippie, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Peace and love, dog. Peace and love.
What do you know about imposter syndrome? That term gets thrown around every now and then. I mean, what do you know of imposter syndrome?
If you're starting out something new, or if you're really good at something,
Really?
and people look to you for opinion, right?
Yeah.
And people come to you and be like, "Hey, what's this?" And you tell them, right? But
Yeah.
in the back of your head, you're
Yep.
kind of not sure about it yourself.
It's like when you're giving advice to someone, maybe you're just doing your profession, and you're giving advice to someone, and then you're thinking, is this guy actually asking me for advice based on my experience? Like, am I actually the right person?
Yeah.
That person should be asking for advice,
Like doubting your own capabilities because either you know the real extent of it, or because you learned it from different sources.
Where does that stem from though? Like, I feel like the reason why
I had it once before.
once, I have it every second, dude. My life. No, not every second. Maybe when I became more mature enough, then only I have it. And I think it's completely normal, dude.
Right.
I'm a fucking dumbass, by the way. So it's just my opinion.
Me too.
I'm a fucking dumbass, by the way, and just giving my honest opinion.
Yeah.
So I think where it stems from is because you haven't actually reached where your standards are in your head.
Yeah.
That's exactly where it stems from. And probably after you do reach that point, even if you do reach that point where you exceed what you expected, you might still, get that shit.
It's like there's a saying, right?
Yeah,
like,
what's up?
That the problem with the world is that stupid people are just so full of confidence, whereas the smart people are doubting themselves too much. Because smart people knows the real extent of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they think like, shit, maybe I'm the wrong person to ask, because there might be someone better with better knowledge, better experience that you can ask. I had it early in my career as well, because like I came from a food tech and nutrition background, but I was doing digital marketing for my first internship.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did sales and all that stuff. And people come to me for advice and I'm like, shit.
So I'm just a food tech guy, bro.
Yeah, just a food tech guy. Like everything I learned is from the internet and books. So like, fuck.
I think it's a really good doubt to have in your mind as well. It's a reality check. They always say like the smartest person in the room is definitely not going to be the loudest person in the room.
Oh yeah, for sure. But whether everything he's saying is 100% of it, because
who the fuck knows?
I think, yeah, exactly. Because I think for me, a smart person hold his cards to his hands. He doesn't reveal everything yet. He has cards that he can play. Like even if I'm the loudest, but there are some things that I am purposely loud, maybe because I want to create an impression of myself.
Not gonna lie, I kind of lost you a bit. Okay, sorry.
Lost like Donkey Kong. Nah, it's alright.
Just my honest opinion, and I just enjoy having a chat with Ben.
Oh,
and you guys.
and you guys. You're the most important one.
Honestly, you know what I want to have? Like,
What?
I have close Malay friends.
Oh.
I have close Malay friends, but not close Malay friends that I actually speak to in Malay. But I would like to have a Malay friend where I have to speak to them in Malay so that I can actually brush up on my Malay. Yeah, you worked at H&M. Most of your colleagues were Malays.
Yeah. So we spoke Malay there.
Yeah, it must be a fun time, dude.
Oh, yo, I still remember we both have to work at the dressing room, right?
Yeah.
I was in the women's department under Hannah and Moritz,
Yeah.
H&M.
Oh, I don't think anyone knows that. Maybe it's just me, but
Yeah.
I never knew that, dude. Yeah, I worked at Zara. Fun fact.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so we both had retail experience.
Right.
Yeah, tell me about it.
No, but like, yeah, I was with this guy who's like 35 and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say names, but he was previously addicted to crack and meth.
Yeah.
So for him, this is a fresh start, right?
Yeah.
We were both in the dressing room,
Yeah.
packing like clothes that, like all those girls, when they're done dressing up, they just throw the clothes, then we just fold it and put it back out again.
Yeah.
And this girl comes in with very well endowed chest area. Yes, and she throws
Huge
her stuff.
knockers.
Yeah, huge knockers.
Yeah, sure.
So she literally throws like her stuff down and then like she walks out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then my Malay colleague, I never heard him spoke a word of English before, and he turned to me and he said, "Big titties." That's the first two words I heard him.
Okay. I can imagine
say.
it. I can imagine.
Big titties.
Yeah, my dad probably heard that. It's all good.
And yeah, but aside from that, I was speaking half the time in Malay.
Dude, but that's real good, man. Like you're not gonna learn the language until you're. When do I speak Malay? I speak Malay
When
when
you have
I have to buy food. That's literally it. When I have to buy food or when I'm engaging with someone, like a Malay guy working at a shop or something.
right,
That's the only time. But it's different. It's a different level when you're actually hanging out with someone, and then you get to talk about more topics and shit. And that's when you really brush up. I like to get those like mixed rice. So there's this like a few Malay ladies. They have a stall, like a van. Then they sell those mixed rice, Malay rice. I wanted to tell the lady like I want less rice. I had a brain freeze. I couldn't think of how do I say less rice. So I was thinking of
Nasi
like
sikit,
yeah, I was thinking of like wang sedikit and like they just like huh? Nak sikit nasi ke? Yeah.
Oh, she's smart.
Yeah, before I could even say it, she already knew what I wanted to say, and I felt so embarrassed, man. Like, damn, being away for 8 years really took a toll on my bahasa.
Yo, but for real though, like
It's not bahasa Melayu. It's bahasa Malaysia. The cops told us that.
Yeah, the cops told us that when he pulled us up. Okay, so better remember that shit.
Malaysia.
Bahasa Malay. Yo, I said that on the live stream as well.
Yeah, you say bukan,
Yeah.
bukan bahasa Melayu.
Is Bahasa Malaysia.
You said that?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just dropped it, man.
Yeah, sure, dude.
But anyways, yeah, no. Yeah, I totally forgot what I want to say.
It's all good, man. I don't even know what we're talking about. So,
Yo, if you're loving the podcast and shit, hit
smash
like,
the subscribe button.
smash it,
Smash it, dude.
smash it,
Smash.
100 subscribers and I'll have 10 cups of Milos. I'll get a hit tattoo.
His words, not mine.
I don't mind sacrificing my hit for.
Live stream.
Do you guys want a live stream of me getting a hit tattoo?
His fucking skull getting inked out.
I'm thinking somewhere here for the fans. You know what I'm saying? It's for life.
Ain't my thing. His thing.
I'm missing my homies, I'm missing my oldies, my brothers, my cronies. We all went to court, but before only courts that we knew were the ones where we were shooting three, selling Kobe. To a legend, rest in peace to the old me, rest in peace to my brothers, rest in peace to my whole team.